What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. My name is Edgar. I'm going to be using this platform to talk a little bit about self-improvement, personal development, and offer advice and insights into the world from my perspective. So if you're interested, follow along. And with that, let's get right into the topic. 80% of people spend too much money, and you're one of them. On top of that, 60% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And even those who make 100K to 200K a year are also living paycheck to paycheck. That's insane to me. So what does paycheck to paycheck mean, right? In a sense, it's when you get paid, you spend your money, have nothing left, get your next paycheck, cycle repeat. So you get paid, spend it, get paid, spend it. Now, that's a lot of information back to back, right? So what does it all mean? In a sense, you're broke, but that's okay because we can fix it. And in order to do that, it'll take 4 easy steps. Step number 1, what I want you to work on is reframing your mindset around money, right? When you get paid. A lot of people have this mindset where as soon as a paycheck comes in, you think, time to ball out. I'm gonna go have some crab legs for dinner tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna go have a steak for dinner. And the day after that, I'm gonna buy the newest Jordans. And then I'm gonna get the newest iPhone. And then I'm gonna buy a laptop. So they get into this habit of, I have money, I need to spend it. Now, I think social media is a big driver of that, right? Because you see all these people living crazy lifestyles. You see celebrities, you might see people that may be a little bit ahead of you in life and they have more money and you want that too. And I understand that, but it needs to stop. So step number 1, reframe your mindset to not want to spend as soon as you get it. So step number 2 is to start tracking your spending and create a budget. Now I know that's 2 steps, but trust me, they go hand in hand. The way you want to do that is as you spend money, keep a list. You could write it down, you can make an Excel spreadsheet, whatever works for you, but just keep track of where your money's going. What this allows you to do is figure out how much money's coming in and how much money is going out. And that's the key to building a budget. Now, budgeting is super easy. There's a million different budgets out there. You can find different templates, Excel spreadsheets, there's apps for this. You can create your own from scratch. It all depends on what you want to do. Creating the budget is easy once you know where your money's going. Now, some of you may be thinking, I don't have time to do that, it takes too long. Then stay broke. Truthfully, if you're between the ages of 18 and 25 and you're not making a budget, you're messing up. I think what makes it easier is if you think of yourself as a business, right? You want to make sure that the money coming in is bigger than the money coming out, or else the business can't function. It's the same thing with a person. If you are spending more money than you're making, eventually you're gonna get into a bad situation. Now, once you have your budget, the biggest thing is to stick to it. It makes no sense if you're gonna create a budget and then go past your budget every single month, so stick to it. Step number 3 is once that budget is done, you wanna assess where your money's going and cut out all the unnecessary stuff. You don't need the newest iPhone every year. You don't need a brand new laptop every year. You don't need the newest Jordans that just dropped. And you definitely need to treat yourself less. Because why would you treat yourself if you're struggling with your money? See, it doesn't make sense. All right, so cut out unnecessary spending, number 3. And finally, pay yourself first. So what does this mean? This means once you've cut out all the unnecessary spending, you're gonna have a little bit of money left over. So what you're gonna do is take a set amount of money and put that into a savings account. And what you wanna use that money for first is to establish an emergency fund. An emergency fund is essentially money set aside for unplanned expenses. Now, the rule of thumb is to have at least 6 months worth of your expenses set aside in case anything were to happen. This automatically frees you from that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle because you're no longer just relying on a paycheck. If you were to get fired from your job, get hurt and not be able to work for a while, you have this emergency fund to support you. And you're not simply relying on a paycheck to come in so that you can live. And once you've established all of that, you have your budget, you have your emergency fund, you're still gonna have some extra money coming in. What do you do then? Well, it totally depends on your goals. Maybe you wanna buy a car. Maybe you wanna buy a house. Maybe you wanna invest in the stock market. Maybe you wanna start a side hustle to make a little more money. Possibilities are endless. If you don't know what else to do, put it into a savings account and leave it alone. Even though a savings account doesn't grow very fast, it does have some interest and it will grow over time. Regardless, you will have some money set aside and you will already be out of that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Now, this won't be easy, especially with social media. You'll see celebrities, balling out. You'll see your friends going out to eat. You'll see your friends with all the new stuff, but I would caution you to remember why you started this in the first place. Remember the goals that you have. I would also say, if your friends start making fun of you, like, you never have money to go out, ask them how long they would survive if they stopped receiving a paycheck tomorrow. The biggest thing to remember here is that consistency is key. You have to keep this up for a long period of time to notice differences. You can't expect to set some money aside your next paycheck and call it good. But I promise you, if you do this for at least a few months, you get your 6 months established, you will be ahead of those 80% that are spending too much money. And if you're anything like me, maybe you want to get away from that paycheck lifestyle in the first place. Maybe you want to own your own business and be free from that 9 to 5. Basic money management is a first step to that freedom. All right, y'all, well, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, if you found it useful, hit that subscribe button. Click here to watch my next video. I'm going to try to post once a week, so be on the lookout for those. And I'll catch you on the next one.